Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Master Zerg from YGG Gaming. Today, I'm continuing the somewhat prep guide to the new patch for Legacy of the Void. So by doing this, my next unit composition will be the Roach Ravager composition. So what's going to happen is Ravagers will get a buff and become armored. You can see here they are just biological units, which means they won't take additional damage to armored. Roaches are already armored, so they will basically just become the same thing, except Ravagers will be able to shoot bile. So with that, what I want to show you is Stalkers. If you look here, these guys are armored as well. So what's going to happen is these guys aren't. This isn't with the mod or anything like that. So basically, anything like a zealot, a stalker, adept, anything that doesn't do additional damage to armored is going to do less damage to ravagers and except immortals will now do even more damage against they'll do even more damage to get damage against these roaches and ravagers, or sorry, not against the roaches, but against the ravagers, since they are now armored and immortals do additional damage against armored. So that's kind of something you want to really look out for, because what's going to happen is, my predictions, at least, for what's going to happen is if you start playing Roach Ravager, they will most likely just Protoss usually just gets a lot of immortals anyway, but you want to really look out for that. So, I almost got ahead of myself. I wanted to start talking about the Hydralisk and all that stuff. That'll be in a different video. Watch that. But basically what's going to happen is these guys are going to be armored. So yes, against Stalkers, Zealots, Adepts, they're all going to take, they're going to take less damage. But at the same time, Immortals will do even more damage, so you just have to be careful. So what you can do is you can use these guys, this army composition, for maybe the first... you can use it for about the first 6 or 7 minutes, and then you really want to, by then, have something else that you can easily transition into, because by that time, a lot of Immortals are going to be starting to be made. So you really want to just be careful of that, as well as just make sure you, let's see, because if you look here, the Roaches and Ravagers, this is a good composition. It works for a little while, but then you need to switch out. Zerg is supposed to be known for their ability to switch out between many compositions throughout the game. So I feel like I just want to show you the other one. I'll show you in another video. Done. Alright. Against Terran, Roach Ravager is really going to be changed. So what's going to happen is, since Ravagers are going to be armored, the standard Marine Marauder Bio Ball, it's not going to be as strong. So what's going to happen, my predictions again, is that the siege tank, you're going to have there's going to be people with 10 siege tanks. This is more than 10, but there's going to be there's going to be people with a whole bunch of siege tanks, and they're just going to it's not even going to be mech, it's going to be just a lot of siege tanks and Marines, and maybe some Marauders and stuff, because these guys will basically two-shot Ravagers now. Instead of 3, they're going to two-shot them, and it's going to just, you really are going to have to be careful, because you could either go Mass Ravager or Mass Roach. Ravager still will have less health, but you can throw down a whole bunch of biles on the tanks, but really, against 10 tanks, it's not a good idea, and you're going to want to switch out, which is why they're doing this, so that they can make Ling Bane more prominent. I made a video about Ling Bane Muta. I'll show you guys that. But I can definitely, I will show you guys builds of each of these builds: the Roach Ravager, Ling Bane, Hydra Lurker, Hydra Ling Bane. I need to see if that'll work before I show you guys, or we can just watch it together, because that will be very interesting. So this is basically the simple version of all this stuff, along with a few of my opinions. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like below, and see you next time.